Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Why Choose 2004. I'm Erica, the owner of ET Candies, Sweet Treats and Gifts. And where I left off in the other video, I was doing Moana. So I cut a piece of foam board. It was a large piece. I got this idea from KOK Baskets. Check out her channel. She does some amazing gifts. Oh my goodness. Amazing. So we're gonna do Moana. So I got the Moana head. I have Moana dolls. Um the necklace. I'm gonna do a coloring book, a regular book, a mess-free book, some chalk, crayons, and this is the coloring book. Just like I showed in the previous video. So, okay, I've already cut it down the size that I wanted. So let's start assembling it. How's everybody doing today, tonight, this morning, this evening, this afternoon? Covering all my bases. So I'm still getting my baskets and things together. Still making it do what it do. I didn't realize I bought so much stuff. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when I'm really trying something out and going for it, I go all the way in. Like all the way in. That's just my personality. So I think it's a Virgo thing. And if you're a Virgo, whoop whoop. Shout out to the Virgos. And then if you're a left-handed Virgo, I'm telling you, we already besties in my head. So, just gonna put some tape. Using my little U-Haul tape. It's not a gun. It's just a roller from when I moved. I still have it. So, I don't know what made me buy it when I could have just bought tape, but thinking to get the boxes all, you know. Anyway, getting off the subject, which I do. So, yeah. I want to center this also. Most of my stuff is in the center because I want to leave space for other things. So is that the center? All right. Doing a guesstimation. Okay. Tape that down. And then I was thinking to put the dolls back here like this. Dolls like this. But to actually put the coloring book like this. So I would do the coloring book first, just to give it some height, and then do the dolls. So let's take the dolls off. Let me see exactly where I want it. So thinking. Hold on. Thinking right here. Oh no, wait a minute. Y'all can't see me. Okay. So yeah, thinking I'm gonna put the coloring book like this. Yeah, I think that's good. Because I'll probably be covering up a bit of Moana anyway. Because I want to put some other items there. Not covering all the way, but she is going to get covered some. So. All right. Just put my tape on. Having this tape roller is really convenient, actually, because I ran out of my lower tape, which I'm gonna get some. I did order some, but it didn't come yet. So you know how Amazon used to come next day. Ever since COVID, that's over. It take 2 and 3 days sometimes. And remember how I used to be no shipping? Now some of these people want shipping. I'm like, oh man. I know I'm not the only one. You'll buy $200, $300 worth of stuff, and then the shipping will be like $25. You be like, woo. I was talking about that with my coworker. She was like, girl, she was trying to buy these boots. And she said the boots was like, I think she was buying 2 pairs, she said. The boots were like $60 a piece. The shipping was like $15. She was like, oh, man. I said, I know. The shipping will do that. And that's crazy that you don't mind spending the money for the items, but the shipping is what holds you back. Hey, you're second guessing yourself, okay? Life choices. All right, so I got my tape on there. Got 3 rows. I'll make sure that it's nice and stuck. Okay, that on there. Boom. Press that on, not too hard, because you don't want to crack this part. I'm sorry if I stop a little bit while I be humming. I got my music on instead of my zombies right now. So, got my earpiece in, so some of the songs are a little not for this kind of project. So, okay, so we got that done. Okay, and what I'm going to do is actually put a little piece of tape, like I did with the other one, well, the other ones, and just put a little tape to keep the coloring book together, so it won't be fanning out and all that kind of business. Put a little tape. Even though I'm going to put something behind it, just, you know, I don't want it to fan out. Okay, so we got that, and I'm not even gonna worry about that because that'll be covered up. And then I have the necklace that I'm going to stick here. Let me back you up so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna put the necklace here. And then I'll do the dolls on the back. Seems like it got a little space there for some reason. Not sure why. Because it's flat, but it's not how it should be, like, pressed against it. It's not really. But I guess once I put the tape on there, I can get it pressed. I just want to make sure where I got it at. I don't want to cover Moana up. I want you to be able to see her face as much as possible. So. My little mix on it. My mess it up mix. That's what I call it. I call it something else, but for YouTube purposes, it's mess it up mix. Okay. tape on this bad boy. How's everybody coming along with their Easter baskets? You getting everything together? You got more to do. You got more to shop for. It seems like every time I turn around, I think I'm done. And then, I'm just looking, of course. I find something that I can use. I'm like, I thought I was done with that, how I got this? I thought I was done with my, Ninja Turtles. But then I found a Ninja Turtle, Monopoly game on Walmart.com. And you won't believe how much that bad boy was. I said, oh, yeah, I can use this. It was $8. You know how much Monopoly's games run? Especially the theme ones. The regular one alone is, you know, like $20-something, $25, depending on where you get it from. So I was like, oh, okay. That's why I say check out your Walmart.com. That's another reason why I got the Walmart Plus back again. I let it go, but then I got it back again as a trial because I need some dog food. And I feel like going to the store. So I got the trial and with the little promotion they had going on. I got that. And I was able to get my dog food. And I just wound up keeping it. So I might let it go again. I don't know. I had one for Target before everything. But that one is getting gone. So, well, it is gone actually. I ain't alright. Let that go. So I got that on there. You can see that. Let me bring it down. Okay, so that's what we're working with right now. That looks pretty darn good. So now I want to do the dolls. So I'm going to turn this bad boy around. This was such a good idea that KOK came up with for larger gifts. Instead of trying to find a basket or something, that, you know, the larger the basket, the more it costs. So I can turn that around like that. And it took me a couple stores to find the daggone foam boards. Before you could find foam boards any and everywhere. Oh my goodness. I was like, where the heck is these foam boards? But I wound up going back to my local Dollar General. Because I went to go get some bubbles. That's what I really went in there for. And then I was like, you know what? I actually need some foam boards. I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I said, let me go and get some of these foam boards. So I bought all the ones that they had. But make sure you look. Because one set of foam boards, I forgot the company name. But one was like, I think it was like $3 or $5. I'm not paying no $3 or $5 for one foam board. So I looked, and these were $1. And they only had 5. And make sure you definitely look, because someone was putting, I don't know if it was somebody that worked at the store or a customer, was putting the white poster boards on top of the foam boards. So when you pick it up, you think you're getting the foam boards till you feel it. You're like, oh my goodness, this is not it. So you trying to hurry up and go back. I was like, dang, this is awful thin. I said, this don't feel like the foam board I know. I know things are changing, but my gosh. I said, this ain't the one. So anyway, I wound up getting the right one, and I got all the ones that they had. Because the Dollar Tree did not have any. And the Dollar Tree stayed with foam boards. Not one in sight. So yeah. So okay. So I like that. Let me bring you out so you can see what that looks like. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. And I think that looks pretty darn good. The cover book is a little crooked. I'm noticing that. But I guess it's really not going to make a difference once the snacks and stuff get on it. So I'm not going to take that off. I'm not going to be too worried about it. Because it's not too, it's just a little off. So I'm just going to leave it. So, and these dolls are so pretty. I mean, if I was a little girl again, oh my goodness, yes. I would love these dolls because I was the little girl that played with dolls. Me and my sister. But I'm not going to tell you, but I am going to tell you. Why is it that every time we got dolls, why did I always get the boy? And my sister always got the girl. We getting Barbie. She got Barbie. Why I got Ken and the little boy? And she got the little girl and Barbie. I'm like, come on. I know my parents wanted to be a family, but goddamn, I don't want the boy. I'm like, why I always gotta get the boy? I guess it worked out in the end because, you know, we got to play and they were a family, so. So I'm going to put my tape on like this. And sometimes I go a little overboard with the tape. It's just that I want to make sure that it is sticking and it won't come off doing all the moving and the other things that I am going to layer on top, on the side and front. You know, I just rather do it the first time correctly so I don't have to come back and have to try to stick it. Maybe this little piece of tape. It's messed up. And have to fix it. Because one, I did not put enough tape on one of my unicorn baskets. And I actually dropped it by accident. I dropped another one too, but everything stayed stuck. But with that one, it didn't. So, I learned my lesson. More tape. As they said, let them eat cake. Let there be tape. And there will be tape. So, just going to stick this on here. So like I said before, when I'm crafting, no matter what kind of craft I'm doing, I normally watch a zombie movie. But I have my music on right now. And I'm just listening to my little mix of a bunch of things. Little Mary J, some Wayne, some of The Weeknd. What kind of music y'all listen to if you do listen to music as you craft? Some Luther, some Gerald Levert. I used to love Gerald Levert. Confessions. His CD, when it came out, I was in high school. And I'm telling you, when I tell you that CD got me through a bad breakup, I'm telling you. And I'm from Baltimore, so we used to listen to the Love Jams, the Love Zone. 10 o'clock or noon. All the way up. I think it was like 1 or 2. I don't know if they do it anymore because I don't really listen to the radio anymore. But yeah. Yes, indeed. The Love Zone was the thing, baby. Okay. Yeah, but I think my baskets are really coming together well. I'm really happy about it. I'm happy about how everything's coming together, especially for my first time to really work on children's baskets, because that's not something that I would normally do. And Easter is something I definitely didn't do. But you gotta step out of your comfort zone. You never knows. Things might work out, and maybe if they don't, then you can, you know, see where things went wrong and try again. But you won't know till you try. It's a fail until you try, and even if you fail, you learned the lesson. Go ahead, try again, do better. Okay. 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 Looking good. Looking good. Let's pull you back. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. Looking good. All right. So, what we doing now? I guess we can either do the crayons, but I think I'm gonna put the crayons, let me turn this bad boy around. I'm gonna put the crayons at the top where the coloring book is. That's why I wasn't too worried about it being a little crooked. You can't even really tell that it's too crooked. I mean, it look a little right there, it don't even look crooked, but I can tell it's a little off. So yeah, I'm gonna stick that there. So let me get my good old tape. Be right. And normally, I'm not somebody that likes to talk a lot. I really don't, unless it's something I'm really, really passionate about. Then I can talk all day, okay? Especially if it's about reading. I mean, I can talk all day about the books that I read, which I will. I'm gonna have a couple videos. That's why my name is Why I Choose, because I couldn't think of just one avenue to go with. So by doing that, I can go ahead and do a lot of different things. Talk about a lot of different things that I'm passionate about, and I'm pretty sure some other people are passionate about too. So right now, Easter is going on, but I'll do a couple videos on books and things of that nature too. That's why I incorporated in some of my baskets, excuse me, some books. I believe reading is really fundamental. For one, it helps with your imagination. You can visualize what's happening as you're reading. It's like the words jump out at you, and it also brightens your vocabulary. There's some words at my big 42-year-old age that I did not even know or never even heard of. And reading different books, which are mostly, if not, I'd say about 95% black authors, the vocabulary that you acquire is something. It really is. So I like to include books when I do baskets for children. Like I've done a couple other baskets, not for Easter, but like birthday baskets or something like that. And I like to include books with my baskets, because it really does broaden your vocabulary, you know, and the imagination of, you know, the words jumping out at you when you read the book, and you can just imagine. It's like TV for your brain. I mean, I can actually visualize every time I read exactly what's happening, especially if you have a good author that really puts good detail into describing the surroundings, what the people look like, what's happening, you know. And a lot of my authors, they really do that, and it is phenomenal. When I was young, I had a hard time learning to read. I really did. But once I grasped onto it, it was nothing that I would not read, you know. I used to read R.L. Stein, Christopher Pike, stuff like that, because I was a kid then. So they were the books that were age appropriate for children. But as I got older, the first grown-up book I ever read was Michael Baisden, The Maintenance Man. And if you know about The Maintenance Man, Michael Baisden, The Maintenance Man, that was a grown-up book, okay? The books that I read now would blow that book out the water. They so grown up. But anyway, I like this. I think I'm hold on, let me kind of fix you. I think I'm going to take this and actually put this here. I was gonna, I don't know, do I want to give it some more height and put it here and then put other things there, it kind of make me want to do that. So let's do that. Let me kind of gauge where I want to put it. Just enough. I don't want you to actually, I don't know, because it's clear, you'll actually see the tape. So, not unless if I just put all the tape on this side, because it has that slant. Yeah, I could. Or I could leave it like this and then just actually put the tape on this side instead of folding it. So I think I probably will do that. And then, like I said, I'm going to put some snacks around. You'll still see Moana, but I think I'm going to do it like that instead. You know what? Before I did that, maybe I should have. Let me take a piece of this tape. Maybe I should have actually put a. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. So let me see how I can fix that. Let me come around here. I think I might actually. Where it's hold on, that is really crooked. I don't like that. Okay. I think I might not need another piece. That might be good. Because I don't want it to puff. Kind of puff out. That tape can do that. It can puff your items out a little bit. Take some tape. Is that crooked? They look a little crooked to me. Oh yeah, that's better. I'm gonna have to do a longer piece. That wasn't long enough. Okay, yeah, that's better. And I think I'm going to do the same for the dolls in the back. I think I'm going to put a little tape and then kind of like hook it to the actual the doll that I'm using as a base. Okay, yeah, that works. And then I'm going to do it the other side. So let me... Is that you doing that? Oh, okay. I thought it was your mother to do. I thought my sister was home. Okay, that's my niece down there making that noise. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me fix this side, because... Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. You're getting it together, y'all. It looks pretty darn good. So far, to be quite honest. I like it. Like it. Okay. Now what are we going to do? I have this book. And like I said, I need more candy, so I'm actually not going to put any candy or anything on it right now. I'm going to finish it up. I wanted to get some more bubbles. Oops, sorry, y'all. So I got the book. I'm trying to think, where do I want to put this? Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I don't have a lot of space, so I have my table up, but I'm trying to turn this around and whatnot. Okay, I think I'm gonna put my book here. And if you know, you know. A little golden book. Yes, indeedy. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to pause this. My mom is calling.